Today I have decided to do some apple crumble cupcakes. Some apple crumble. Once you have successfully measured out all your ingredients, the first thing that you are going to need to do is make your apple mixture. For this, you need to take your apples and you need to peel them, core them, and chop them into little squares.
Does she know that you can buy this in a jar? Let's carry on.
And cover them in water and leave them to simmer. You can also add a tablespoon of golden caster sugar just to give it a little bit more sweetness.
This last part is my whole life. This is probably the only time in my life that I'm gonna relate to one ZOELLA videos. So here we've got the apples. I'm probably only gonna use one because, I mean, I'm making cupcakes for myself. How do you peel an apple? I think this is how normal people peel an apple, but the thing is, I am so clumsy that this is so scary that I'm gonna like slice my finger off. I am very naturally dramatic. If you're new to my channel, I am so sorry. When I die, I want it to be written on my grave, I am so sorry. Just that. Hopefully covers everyone. I'm gonna have to slice it in half, otherwise I'm not gonna remove the center. I think ZOELLA had a specific tool for this. So that's not too bad. I feel like there's not that much waste. This part I remember because I thought this is so pointless. Why would you like cut it into perfect cubes? Because this is gonna be all blended in the end. So we're just gonna chop this. These are definitely not even, but it's good enough for me. I'm sorry if this angle is a little bit weird. I did break my tripod, so now I'm just trying to improvise at home. So we're gonna add the apples. Seriously? We need some water, I think. ZOELLA also said that we can add a little bit of sugar if we're feeling it, and I'm always feeling it, so we're gonna add a little bit more than a little bit. We kind of had a situation here, which is this got hot really quickly and it started to like go brown in the bottom, maybe because of too much sugar, but who knows. So we're gonna transfer this. Nothing really got burned, so it could have been a lot worse, but I don't think this is supposed to be caramel in the bottom like it is around here. It smells good, it feels soft. I feel like we did the first step alright at least, so let's go to the next one.
First thing you want to do is to cream together your butter and your caster sugar. So I'm going to pop that in the KitchenAid, which does all the hard work for me. Next, you want...
I don't have a KitchenAid, but I've got one of these. It was the cheapest option on Amazon Prime, so...
You want to add your eggs and then your vanilla extract until everything is combined. Next thing you want to do is to add all your dry ingredients, so starting with your plain flour. Make sure all the ingredients are in the mixture. You don't have to add all of your apple, you can kind of play it by ear. I decided to use these really cute gold cupcake cases, so I'm just going to...
These are freaking adorable, like anything that ZOELLA touches, but we're using some plain ones, so don't get excited.
Going to carry on popping them in the tray. Now you're going to want to put your cupcakes in the oven for 15 to 20 minutes.
So these are the ingredients that we're going to use, and also this is my amazing tool that I bought on Amazon. It's definitely not a KitchenAid, so I'm sorry ZOELLA if I'm not living up to the expectations of this video. Minimal effort always. I promise at some point in the next weeks I'm gonna make a food video in which I measure everything, but measuring is messy. I'm good at guessing. So the butter is in, now we're gonna add the sugar. Perfect. Oh my god. Guys, I'm way too excited to put this to test. That doesn't feel safe. Definitely not safe. It better freaking work. Oh my god, there's butter everywhere. This is why you listen to ZOELLA. Let me try to break the butter into smaller pieces, otherwise my house is gonna be a mess. Okay, this doesn't work. There's even butter on my walls, I'm not joking. So we're gonna add 2 eggs now. This part I feel like I can do successfully. Hopefully, now that this is a little more wet, we can mix this all in a little better. Should we attempt to use the electric one? Oh my god, that's even worse. Maybe if I use it like that. I always make a mess in these videos, but never ever I got so much food on the walls. So now we're gonna add a little bit of salt. Zoella used some cinnamon, but I'm gonna use some pumpkin pie spice. And I'm doing self-raising flour instead of plain flour plus baking soda. Yes, the butter is not completely melted and you can definitely see it. And yes, the sugar is gonna make this all crunchy, but not my worst job. So now we're gonna pour the apples. They've got some butter in it, but honestly, everything's got butter in this kitchen, including my face. So we're gonna put the apples in. As if this video could not get any worse, guys, I realized that my friend asked to borrow my cupcake tray for Christmas and I haven't seen it back, so we are still going to fill them up and we're going to be positive and hopeful because that's what we do around here. So I'm gonna bake these for 15 to 20 minutes. I don't think it looks too bad, but too early to tell. Try not to burn myself here. So this is what the cupcakes look like. I mean, I feel like the ones on the right got a little overcooked. Not sure if I should move them already, but we're gonna do it. I love how these three look beautiful and perfect, and then these three right here are basically when he arrives, when you order online versus when he actually arrives.
So we are going to put the chilled butter into a big old bowl, and you're gonna have to get a bit messy. It's been a while since I've used my hands in baking because I have a KitchenAid. This is so disgusting.
I don't mean this in like an offensive way, but you look like you have like 6 showers a day, so sweat on it, I'll still eat it. Okay, let's carry on.
So all the ingredients should come together. I am going to pop it out on a tray and I'm going to pop it in the oven for around 5 to 10 minutes. The trick with butter icing, which I say every time, is you have to beat the butter for a really long time.
I would disagree. I think the trick with butter icing is to buy it already made. I mean, that seems to work for me every time, but we're doing Zoella's way this time around.
I'm also going to add the brown sugar at this point, the cinnamon, and the vanilla extract. And you want to beat this for, I would say, around 5 to 7 minutes. We're
gonna start with the icing because I feel like that will be like the most difficult part. You might be thinking, how the hell are you gonna do that without an electric mixer? But I think I found a solution. I mean, so we're gonna start with a little bit of butter. If you guys want actual measurements, Zoella did post this on her blog. So now I'm gonna add the light brown soft sugar. I'm gonna break a glass. Let me try holding it instead. Oh my god. It's what? Oh, oops. No! It's so freaking smooth and it tastes so good. So to turn this into icing, we're going to gradually add icing sugar. And by gradually, I mean I'm just gonna add it all at once and hope for the best. This is gonna go everywhere. Where does all this sugar go? Because it doesn't taste that sweet. Oh! No! Just when I finished cleaning all that butter that took me like 20 minutes. As you can clearly see, I need to be stopped. So I'm not even sorry for this. We're actually not gonna make the apple crumble because this whole thing cost me 99p at Tesco. Now this is my kind of cooking. Just perfect. So I'm gonna scoop the apple crumble on top and just put it in this little container. So we got the icing, we kind of got the apple crumble, so let's see how Zoella is going to decorate this.
I've gone for a star nozzle, which is a 10 Thala nozzle, just in case any of you are wondering. And I'm using a medium-sized piping bag because I don't have any large ones at the moment. In order for...
I don't have a piping bag at all, so don't feel bad, Zoe. I'm just gonna use a freezing bag.
In order for the crumble to sit neatly on top of the cupcake, I'm gonna do a small smearing of icing, and then I'm going to pop the crumble on top and then pipe the icing on top of that, just because I think it might look quite pretty.
That is a lot of steps to decorate one cupcake. Way too many. I hope she's about to eat it, because otherwise I'd be so disappointed. Oh my god, I just realized how amazing would it be to watch an ASMR mukbang by Zoella. That would be like everything.
You guys could think, maybe they're rubbish. How would we ever know she didn't try it? Oh my god. That is really good.
So we're gonna put the freezing bag in here. So we're just gonna grab our frosting or icing and just pour in here. You remove that from here and then you cut the little tip with scissors, and that's basically a pastry bag. I don't care what anyone's gonna say, our cupcakes are actually beautiful. Like, they look so good. We're gonna use the Zoella technique, which is to spread a little bit of this first. So we're going to sprinkle our crumble mixture, which is probably the only decent tasting thing in here because we haven't made it. I think I messed up making the little hole. We're gonna give it our best shot. Why does that look like toothpaste? I don't understand this design already. Maybe it looks good from one angle. I know it looks terrible from this side, but if you look at it from like this angle, that's kind of artistic. It's like slightly on the side, but still pointing up. It's a very confused cupcake. Wait until you see the 4 that I made after when I was rushing. Oh my god. We're gonna go and give them a try now, but this is our attempt at making the Zoella cupcakes. This was a huge fail and I am so sorry. I don't even think cute Zoella style background music would fix this, to be honest. So here we've got the Zoella cupcakes that we made. I can't even call these the Zoella cupcakes because that's offensive to her, because I didn't even follow the recipe. It might taste good though. I've got a feeling that the actual cupcake, like the sponge, is gonna be amazing. I can see already how buttery and soft that looks. That's gonna be actually decent. This Zoella buttercream, I'm not joking, that's one of the best things I've ever eaten, like sweet things. It's not too sweet, it's like a really good like balance. Zoella, I came for the cupcakes, but I'm staying for your icing. I'm still waiting to get some of that apple inside the cupcake. I am dead, this is so good. Easily the best cupcake I've ever made. Probably the only cupcake I've ever made. I guess the moral of the story is don't follow rules, take your chances, and it might work out. Honestly, they taste great. I'm not saying this for like a happy ending to the video, because I would be equally as happy if they were terrible. But these are genuinely amazing, delicious, like 100% the best cupcakes I've ever made in my kitchen. Credit for all of this obviously goes to Zoella. Most of you guys are probably subscribed already, but if you aren't, definitely go and check it out. Also, if you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give it a like and also subscribe to my channel. All you have to do is scroll down and there's a subscribe button and a little bell, and if you tap that bell, every time I put up a new video, you'll receive a notification. I also love how Zoella took one tiny bite at the end of the video of the cupcake, and I literally stuffed the cupcake in my face in like 15 seconds. I love you guys. We're back to uploading a new video every single day for as long as I can do it. So I hope you guys enjoy it, and I will see you on my next video. Bye bye.